never had so much fun in my entire life. Hi, welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've got something really fun to review, and it is finally time that we're doing this because, my goodness gracious, I love this thing. Hello, welcome to the Logitech MX Keys. Yes, the keyboard. This thing is phenomenal. But first of all, just wanted to show off my desk space a little bit from the top down. You can see that. Stream Deck. This thing's awesome. If I click this button right here, it goes back to me. Woo, yay, back. I'm going to do a review on this thing. This thing's amazing. My Rodecaster Pro 1, working on a Rodecaster Pro 2 here, actually. Of course, the Mac and monitor and everything else. And I've used an Apple. It's not even the Magic one. It's the original keyboard with USB. I don't like the Magic keyboards, the Bluetooth ones. To me, they were finicky. They weren't that comfortable. They sucked batteries, AA batteries. It was the most ridiculous thing how quickly they would drain those things. And I just got so frustrated after a while. I know that they've improved them. I know that they are now rechargeable. Additionally, I've been using the Corsair K95, which I was thinking about doing a review on that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to include that in a studio tour. I want to do the video tour. I want to do a gaming tour, what I'm using for gaming, my podcasting and all that good stuff. I'm going to do a tour on all that stuff, and I will include the K95 on that because it is sitting right over there on my loft mat, which is amazing, by the way. So the K95 is great. I have a couple of pros and cons on that one, but that is a mechanical keyboard that is amazing for gaming and other things, but from a typing experience, from an everyday use experience, I gotta be honest, this keyboard right here is so much better. It is significantly better than my Apple keyboard, actually. I love that it is the low profile. Anyway, there's just a little bit off the desk and everything versus a standard mechanical keyboard that raises your wrists higher. And so instead of, typing kind of like this, a mechanical keyboard might have you typing more like that, if you can see the difference here. And in my opinion, granted, I guess it depends on how often you're at your keyboard, how much gaming you're doing, how much typing you're doing, how much editing or whatever the heck you do. Eventually doing that just raised aspect does create a little bit more wrist pain. It actually puts strain on, say it's hard to do, but the muscles along in here. So the top of the hand, maybe a little bit along here. This is a pretty normal thing if you strain that too long, but that's what I like about the low profile. You see a little bit of indentations around the key right there where my finger is kind of showing that. It's amazing. I gotta tell you, the typing experience on this has been so much nicer than just a straight flat key. If I'm typing, you won't be able to hear the actual keys and everything, but it's a very quiet type. It is a very smooth typing experience. It's very, very responsive. I gotta be honest, it's one of the most beautiful typing experiences I think I've ever had with any keyboard in my life. So as you can see, it kind of it illuminates and everything, and you can mess with the keyboard on that. You can take the backlighting down if you want, all that good stuff. Nice thing about the backlighting, you can set it to have different timers, and so if you want to have it go off, so it should go off here in just a second. There it is, it went off. And that way when you come back and you wave your hand over it, it comes back on. And so the nice thing is that will conserve battery when you're not using it. And so if you're doing something else, it goes off, conserves the battery, and then as soon as you come back, it pops back on, and then it'll stay on while you're actually using it, and you can see what you're doing. Of course, all of these function keys, typical stuff. You can actually function lock this so that it actually becomes F1 through F12 keys instead of, volume and lighting and everything else. There's all kinds of different things you can do, of course. And of course, as you notice here, it's got Command and Alt, so it'll work with a Mac and a PC. And then these guys right here, the 1, 2, and 3, that's actually for 3 different devices. So 1, I've got programmed to be the USB receiver, and then 2 and 3 can be 2 additional devices over Bluetooth. And I tested out the Bluetooth, and it's fantastic. It's a very responsive Bluetooth. I'm actually pretty impressed at how responsive it is. I've noticed no lag, personally. I mean, you can go back and forth on it. So you can put it on a computer, you can put it on a tablet, a phone. Really, honestly, doesn't matter. This will connect to anything that has Bluetooth. And then, of course, the USB receiver can go into anything that has a USB. Now, if you remember, I did a review on the Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. And if you've not checked that out, make sure to check that out right here. I didn't like that mouse. I got this keyboard first, loved it, thought it was incredible. I've been using this for many, many months now. I thought the mouse was going to be like a no-brainer. I got the mouse, and I thought it sucked. I was absolutely blown away how bad it was. It could have been a lemon, but I could get no more than 4 inches from the USB receiver to where the mouse was before the signal would die. I tried it on different devices, and I tried it with all kinds, just to make sure there was no issues of length or, anything blocking the frequency or anything like that. I moved it around. I did it with different computers. No luck. 4 inches was max. With this thing, I mean, I can get a good solid couple feet with it. Now, granted, it's still a USB receiver. And so, you know, if I go 3-4 feet, it may not respond quite as well and it might start flashing at me and I have to bring it back. The distance from the receiver to the keyboard is not as long as what I'm experiencing with my Razer Basilisk mouse. That I can get 4 or 5 feet of distance from the receiver to the mouse easily without a problem. This Logitech keyboard, you know, significantly further than the mouse, the Logitech mouse that is, you know, more than 4 inches, but I'm still only able to get about 3 feet at the most. It's very light, it's easy. Now the battery life on this thing is very impressive. I bought it right out of the box, started using it, never charged it. It went about 2.5 months of very regular use. And then I decided to charge it up for full. And that's been a couple of months ago now, and I'm still not getting any warnings on it, and I'm using it all the time. So I have no idea what the actual battery life is, and of course results will vary on that one, but just know that the battery life is quite impressive, and you can of course plug it in and get power from that. But anyway, it's a very impressive thing. I've debated whether or not I should use this as my one keyboard and replace the Corsair K95 for gaming. I don't know. I love that K95 for gaming because it's got sweet RGB on it. Who doesn't want RGB? I don't know, man. I mean, whoever doesn't want RGB just doesn't deserve to. This is nice that it has a light, a backlight and everything, but it's just standard white. It's nothing fancy. So if you're looking for awesome RGB like me, you know, this isn't going to cut it for you, but that's my review. Final verdict is yes, get one. I mean, if you're looking for a nice wireless keyboard that has USB and Bluetooth and switching, all of that good stuff, low profile, very, very comfortable, very responsive, like an exceptional typing experience. This is hands down, like I am still blown away. Of all the keyboards I've ever typed on in my life, this is the nicest feel that I've ever had. I love it. I know you're probably asking yourself, Brian, how do I get my hands on this keyboard? This Logitech MX Keys keyboard, I want it. I have to have it. I need it right now. I'm going to link this keyboard, the Logitech below. I'm also going to link the Corsair K95 that I was talking about. And I'm also going to link the loft mat that I mentioned that I use as my big desk pad because holy cow. So I'm going to link all three of those things. Feel free to grab whatever you want. These are affiliate links. And the cool part about this is that it doesn't cost you anything extra to use this affiliate link. It's just that Amazon and Loft Mat say, hey, we're going to give you a percentage back of the sale, back to the show. It's awesome. I really appreciate that. Helps keep the show going. So please, please consider using those affiliate links if you decide to purchase one of these things. I would really, really appreciate that. And also, please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And like this video, all that good stuff. We've got a lot on this channel, by the way. We don't just do reviews. I love doing product reviews. That's why I'm doing them. But also we have that Friday episode that comes out and it's literally close to an hour of a hodgepodge of anything goes. We literally hit record and see what happens. It's fun. It's positive. We're nerding out. That's just what we're doing. We're having a good time. Yes, we do TV and movie reviews periodically. And yes, I have actual interviews with awesome people. So come enjoy. It is my 100% 5 thumbs up. Wouldn't that be nice to have 3 additional arms? I'm a pianist. I mean, could you imagine 5 arms, 5 hands, going to town at a grand piano? Oh, and I'd be a better gamer too.